One of the advantages of being a senator from Maryland, you're never far from your state, and it gives us a chance when Congress is not having votes to get out and listen to what's going on. And there's no more critical need than housing in this country. And I want to have a chance to talk with the experts here in Montgomery County.
What I would say is that if you look at the map of the impacted zip codes, you know, it really does closely track a whole range of problems attendant on distressed communities. That you see those same areas that are seeing the foreclosures are frequently crime hotspots. You see maintenance issues. You see a lot of dissatisfaction between residents and their homeowners associations. And so we see this layering of problems where the homeowners get into trouble. They can't pay their homeowners fees. The homeowners associations don't have revenue. So they can't maintain better conditions, so they can't repair playgrounds, they can't cut the grass. So the values of all the properties start to deteriorate, and that brings down, you know, all the properties, and then more homeowners get into trouble, and more homeowners end up being underwater. So these foreclosure problems trigger a whole range of problems, not only for the foreclosed homes, but for all the homes in the neighborhood. And then, so on that point, the federal lending issues become very germane. The ability to refinance, the ability to sell, you know, the distressed properties aren't saleable because you can't get frequently FHA financing.
The individual housing counselor working directly with the client has an incredible impact on positive outcomes for those homeowners. The network of counseling agencies throughout the state of Maryland has touched the lives of over 100,000 homeowners facing foreclosure. And studies have shown that those homeowners that work with counselors are 50% more likely to cure their default and avoid foreclosure. So that funding is going toward a really, really good place.
I think the most important part about the housing counseling program is that regardless of how many programs or tools are available on a state or a federal level, homeowners don't have the requisite understanding of how to make those programs and tools available for them. Housing counselors have that information.
A lot of housing counselors, and our agency has also developed a program to help people post foreclosure so they can recover and, you know, really move on and move forward.
We want to be able to make sure that when these decisions are being made before they enter into a lease or a mortgage, that we have an opportunity to interact to make sure that people understand their rights, understand what they're doing, etc. So you have my complete support on that, on those issues.
To us right now, a big challenge is preservation, where a lot of these older garden-style apartments are prime for getting demolished and redeveloped as high-end stuff, and so we're in a real push to try to preserve as much as we can. Resources like the tax credit program, like you know, I think we're really concerned about the Housing Production Trust Fund and how that's being used to kind of basically eliminate it and use for the home program, which, you know, that's a source for very low income, people at 30% or below. Over 55% of the people making $50,000 or less are paying over half their income towards rent. 55% of those people. So they are challenged.
And the good news is, by the way, that we have a council, we have elected officials that care very deeply about this issue, and they push the envelope to go as far as they can go in terms of providing the financial as well as other resources. So that's not the problem. I think we have an onus on us to help educate our delegation in Annapolis, because our council is right there and ready. So we're looking to the federal government to come and give us support and not look at us as the affluent brother or sister and we don't really need the help. We do. We need it badly, and it's something that I think everyone around this table, especially our council and exec, that have to go to Annapolis and beat down the doors and say, we need it. We do need it. We need it to be able to do what we're best known for doing, and that's helping our residents.
Barbara, I think it's a good job.